Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be the last top 16 match of my online Discord tournament between a Wintry Gal on Mathmech versus Aerosol TCG on Earth Machines. And just some more administrative stuff. Again, feel free to skip towards the games if you guys are not interested, but we have another dilemma on our hands because of the fact that the LCS, or the Luxury Championship Series, is happening this weekend, and that's going to be under the new ban list. So that throws a wrench in my plans yet again because of the fact that I have to try and cover that match, or rather that event, but also finish up the feature matches for my own tournament. And I don't want interest to kind of dissipate for the current format, which is understandable because once a new format happens, a lot of people kind of just don't really care about the previous format. And again, I totally get that. So what I'm going to end up doing, and thanks to you guys' opinions and help on the community tab page as usual. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to upload this match just by itself independently as I have been doing normally. Then I'm going to be uploading a second video later today, which will be all 4 of the top 8 feature matches into a longer video, just all of them in a row. And then the third video for the day, so you're going to get a triple upload day today, is going to be both the top 4 matches, the third place match, and the final, so another 4 matches. So in total, you'll have 9 matches today. So get your popcorn ready, and hopefully it'll be a good time. But anyways, if you guys do want to play in the next tournament on my Discord server, which will be, of course, under the new ban list, signups are currently open and will be open for about a week or so until next Friday, March 19th at 10 p.m. EST. All right, all that being said, let's now go ahead and get into this matchup without any further ado. Quite long-winded here. But anyways, we're going to see Mathmech take the RPS win and is going to choose to go first here. The opening hand for Mathmech going first is going to be Balancing Lord, Super Factorial, Parallel Exceed, Lancia, and Subtraction. So this hand looks pretty good, has a lot of extension, 4 Cybers monsters in total, including the Parallel Exceed effect to summon from deck. So in a vacuum, this hand definitely is beyond full combo. And then the opening hand for Earth Machines going second is going to be Heavy Forward, Metal Cruncher, Ash, Redeployment, Gamma. So he opened 2 hand traps, so depending on when he decides to interrupt, these could be very impactful. So let's see if she's able to navigate past that. So she's going to normal summon the Balancing Lord and then activate Subtraction. And that's going to reduce the attack of Balancing Lord, summon itself to the field. And then Balancing Lord effect is going to pay 1,000 to grant an additional normal summon this turn for Cyberses. Then going to link that away for a copy of Link Disciple. And then trigger Parallel Exceed to summon to the zone of the Link Arrow. And then, of course, Parallel Exceed gets to activate again. That's going to summon another copy from deck. Aerosol choosing to hold the hand traps here. Going to go for Alimbertion, and then Alimbertion is going to detach to on summon. That's going to be Ashed, which normally would be pretty good, but she already has Super Factorial, so not really too bent out of shape for that one. Going to link away the Parallel Exceed for a copy of Link Devotee, and then activate the effect that is mandatory, of course, to lock you out of Link Summoning, Link 3 higher monsters for this turn. Link Disciple is going to activate. That's going to tribute the co-linked Devotee to draw a copy of Sigma, and then put it straight back to the bottom. Devotee effect triggers, because again, it was tributed and co-linked, but that is going to be Gammaed. Yeah, I figured, because I do personally think this is the best time to Gamma in this kind of scenario, because you're denying them 2 link materials. So without an extender, it's really hard for them to press forward into a Cyber's Wicked play, which is generally what they'd want to be doing. And in theory, like, if you Ash the Alimbertion, you cut them off access to Super Factorial as well. Of course, that's not going to happen here since it was hard drawn, but generally speaking, I think these were very, very well timed hand traps. Just without full knowledge. So going to summon out Gamma and Driver, and then going to, there's some talk in the chat. Imagine if Link Cross was still legal. Yeah, Link Cross is actually quite nice for this deck for sure. Don't think it would change anything here, though. True, because there's no Link Creable Engrave yet. We would need one more body to trigger, probably like Cyber's Wicked. Wicked kind of sucks against Libe. Yeah, because it can't be short by battle. So Libe would just kind of hit into it a billion times. Going to activate Alimbertion. That's going to tribute away Disciple, and then summon back Subtraction. And then just going to pass. Alright, so the Cypherms get banished, and then going to draw a copy of Citadel for turn. So it's Lancia against the world, basically. And Lancia is not the most insane hand trap against this deck. So we'll see how he plays this out. This is actually a good top deck, though. It's a good pitch fodder for redeployment. So redeployment, yeah, going to pitch Citadel. And that is going to add Overdrive and Fortress, actually. Pretty interesting. And then going to... It makes sense because he already has Metal Cruncher. He's going to normal summon Metal Cruncher and then add a copy of Harvester. And then from here, going to pitch Fortress and the Harvester to summon itself back. And then those two are going to be linked away for a copy of Ballista. Ballista effect is going to grab a search for Box, and then Box gets to add here as well. That's going to search for a copy of Tunneler. Looks like that was the wrong one. Going to grab Trencher instead. Yeah, I guess these are two unknown cards, so you are trying to play around potential disruptions on Brutadozer, and if that gets stopped, this is probably the better one to have on hand, which makes sense. Going to pitch Box and Trencher for Fortress, and then she's going to drop Lancia here. Yeah, that actually is a good time to Lancia, because I think, yeah, from her perspective, there's one unknown card in hand, which is a heavy forward, so this actually probably won't matter, but banishing Trencher to get Harvester back and searching Brutadozer that way is probably what she was trying to prevent, so I do like this Lancia. Unfortunately, the last card, again, is a way to get Brutadozer anyways, so that is going to be that. Yeah, so we're going to add a Brutadozer. I mean, it makes sense because like if you're adding something different off Metal Cruncher, you probably have another backup plan. Granted, if this was the only backup plan, that would have been a very strong Lancia, but Aerosol obviously knows what he's doing with the deck. Going to go ahead and go for Brutadozer, tribute away Ballista. That's going to summon itself. I think both players played this very well, honestly. Going to go Brutadozer, special summon Tunneler, and then going to overlay for a copy of River Stormer. And then Stormer effect is going to activate. That's going to detach Tunneler to search a copy of Derricrane. And then going to link that away for a copy of Goliath. And then Stormer effect is going to tribute the Goliath to summon itself. And then going to attach the Goliath via its own effect as well. And then Heavy Forward effect is going to switch the battle position of Stormer. So here, that actually came up. And then going to... Oh, he says he missed the OTK setup. I was supposed to special Derricrane, crash into Alimbertion, revive Citadel, pop your board, and attack for 8k. So is that at the point where he had the Goliath here? It would have been Goliath, Derricrane, and Fortress. Would have crashed. And then summon out Citadel. Would that have been game? Would that have been 8k? I feel like there's a body that's supposed to... There needs to be another body there, but maybe I'm missing something. Comment down below if you know if you can navigate the line here, because off the top of my head, I can't really think of it. But anyways, we're going to move forward here. But yeah, he said he forgot to special summon Derricrane. So he's going to link away for a Goliath, and then special Derricrane here. Alright, so this is a point where he could have been out last time, right? Because all he really did was just trigger Stormer and then link the Stormer away back into the Goliath. So this is like what he had access to anyways. Would this have been game? I don't know, honestly. Maybe I'm just missing something really obvious, but I can only see 5,800 damage. Again, I totally could be missing something, so please let me know what I'm missing here. Yeah, he's doing this play anyways. So he's going to go Goliath, crash, summon out Citadel, and then attack. So he's not even going to use Citadel here. So attack with the Derricrane and the Fortress, and then attack for 3k. I really can't figure out where the extra body was supposed to come from, so... again, I'm just totally perplexed here. Somebody please let me know. It was kind of bothering me why I can't figure this out. Again, I don't watch these matches like, it really at all actually for the top 16 before I cast to keep myself spoiler free. So that is the reasoning behind that. But anyways, gonna overlay those into a copy of Super Dora, and then set Overdrive, and then pass. End phase gonna activate Dora. That's gonna detach Citadel. So we have Derricrane pop, and we have Overdrive, which will trigger the Citadel effect as well. So yeah, gonna be tough to come back from this from just Super Factorial in a top deck. So top deck's Diameter, so that's a pretty good top deck for her, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, unfortunately. Yeah, it was a pretty good top deck, but Diameter gonna be normal summoned, gonna bring back the Subtraction, and then from here gonna activate the Super Dora, detaching Derricrane, and then Derricrane effect, and that is gonna be the end of game 1. So didn't end up mattering as far as like the OTK line, but I am curious as to what the line was supposed to be, because I cannot tell what the line was supposed to be. Especially because Derricrane was on 14, right? So I don't really know, actually. Or was he supposed to crash Derricrane? I'm going to stop trying to figure this out. You guys can let me know in the comments. I'm just going to stop. We're going to now move into game 2 here. It looks like Mathmech is going to go first again. I don't know why I got so far into that. It's been a while since I've done one of those big ramblings in a video. I've tried to get better at that, by the way. But anyways, so the opening hand for Mathmech going first this time around is going to be Joel, Torrential, Parallel Exceed, Subtraction, and Ash. So one less extender this time around, or one less body, I should say. But has a lot stronger of a defensive lineup here, so this should be good if she gets hand trapped again, which it looks like she's going to be, because the opening hand for Earth Machines going second is going to be Urgent Schedule, Anchor Drill, Gamma, Ash, and Tunneler. So Ash, Gamma again, very, very good, and Urgent Schedule is a bonkers card going second. Thankfully for Mathmech, she does have Ash for that, but he opened up very well, so that's very good for him. Well, we'll see how this game actually plays out. So she's going to normal summon the Subtraction, and then go into a copy of Link Disciple, activate Parallel Exceed, summoning itself to the zone of a Link Point. Parallel Exceed effect, going to summon another copy from deck. And then from here, going to link that away for a copy of Devotee. Devotee going to activate, and then Link Disciple going to activate. That's going to draw Lancia, and then put back... Oh, puts back Ash. So actually, there's not going to be a response to Urgent Schedule now, besides like Torrential and just summons in general. So that definitely could be relevant. Devotee is going to get Gamma again, and... this is a very, very debilitating Gamma for sure. That's going to stop the play probably. I think it opened Gamma 4 games in a row against you. Yeah, because they played each other in Swiss, I do believe. They didn't open Gamma the first time, if I remember correctly, but it's time to live in a prayer again. Going to go for Cyber's Wicked and then pass. So, yeah, this does lose to Libe, but we will see. I think her goal is just to stop Libe from happening with Torrential. So for turn the top deck is going to be Harvester. That is one of the starters besides like Urgent Schedule. So very, very good. Gonna activate Urgent Schedule and then gonna summon out Citadel and Harvester. So chooses not to go for like a Trencher Harvester. So gonna link away for a copy of Goliath, and then going to link those away for a copy of Ballista. Ballista effect is gonna search for Box, and then Box is gonna be Chain Withdrawal. I would imagine at least. Yeah, going to chain Drill. Normal summon Anchor Drill, use the effect. That's going to summon out the Tunneler from hand. And then going to level modulate those two. On summon, it looks like, yeah, going to drop Torrential here. That's definitely pretty reasonable Torrential. So the board gets wiped. Citadel effect is going to bring itself back. And then going to go to battle phase, attack for 22. This doesn't get destroyed, of course. And then going to pass. For turn the top deck is going to be Multiplication. Wow, that is one of the Mathmechs you really don't want to see right now. Yeah, that is just not very good. I mean, at least it can help trigger Cyber's Wicked if there's like a way to just link it off freely. We'll see. Looks like there isn't, so no other copies of like some people I know play Baylinks in this deck. But yeah, no, just link ones to get rid of this. Unfortunate. Let's see. So it's gonna be a pass back. The top deck's gonna be Overdrive. That's not bad. She's going to drop Lancia here in standby. That's going to prevent Tunneler. And potentially like a Trencher. So he's going to normal summon the Harvester and then use the effect that's going to grab a search for a copy of Brutodozer. And then going to activate Brutodozer. That effect is going to summon itself. And then effect on field is going to summon from deck a copy of Trencher. And then going to overlay for a River Stormer and then use River Stormer effect. That's going to detach to add Bullet Train. So it looks like Lancia is actually not bad against this deck. It just is that this play still has plays to make even under Lancia. So gonna special summon Bullet Train and then overlay with the Citadel for a copy of Superdora. It's cool to see he overlaid with Citadel both times this game or this match. And then go into Libe, and that is going to definitely be the end of the game here. So Earth Machine taking this one 2-1. Pretty interesting. That is definitely that's the brick you don't want to draw. For sure. It's great to facilitate OTK lines. It's searchable. It's good going second, of course. But yeah, this card is not a combo piece in terms of like board building, in most cases at least. So yeah, Earth Machines navigating pretty well. I mean, Ash Gamma both games is quite good as well. Although granted, he didn't have to actually use the Ash game too, I don't believe. But yeah, I think actually both players again played this match quite well overall. So not too much to say here. Again, be on the lookout for 2 more longer videos later today. Should be pretty good for you guys if you do, again, enjoy that sort of content. But I do want to thank you guys for watching the video. So thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon or TCG Player. Want to thank my patrons as usual. The long-form and consistent content is made possible thanks to you guys. And until next time, I will catch you in the next video. See you guys.